You're listening to KSG Podcast. This is a short, crisp, concise, exam-oriented, edited editorial for civil services aspirants. In this podcast, we are going to talk about: Did asteroids bring water to the Earth? Source for the content is the Indian Express. How did the Earth, believed to have been covered in bubbling oceans of magma billions of years ago, transform into the blue planet and become covered in water? In an article published in the journal Nature Astronomy, scientists from Japan suggest that water and organic materials might have been brought to our planet from the outer edges of the solar system. The scientists made the hypothesis after analyzing samples from the asteroid Ryugu collected by the Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency's JAXA Hayabusa 2 probe, which had brought 5.4 grams of rocks and dust from the asteroid to Earth in December 2020. Now, what was the Hayabusa 2 mission? The Hayabusa 2 mission was launched in December 2014 when the spacecraft was sent on a 6-year voyage to study the asteroid Ryugu. According to a report by Deutsche Welle from 2020, the spacecraft, which was approximately the size of a refrigerator, traveled more than 5 billion kilometers during its journey. The spacecraft arrived at the asteroid in mid-2018, after which it deployed 2 rovers and a small lander onto the surface. In 2019, the spacecraft fired an impactor into the asteroid's surface to create an artificial crater with a diameter of a little more than 10 meters, which allowed it to collect the samples. In December 2020, Hayabusa 2 delivered a small capsule that contained the rock and dust samples when it was 220,000 kilometers from the Earth's atmosphere, which safely landed in the South Australian outback. Hayabusa 2's predecessor, the Hayabusa mission, brought back samples from the asteroid Itokawa in 2010. Now, what were the findings of the study? Since the capsule landed on Earth, scientists have been studying the invaluable material, weighing nearly a few grams but approximately 4.6 billion years old, in order to explore the foundations of the solar system. Their analysis of the samples have helped us explore the origins of life on our planet. In June, a group of scientists found that the materials contained amino acids and suggested that these building blocks of life might have formed in space. The current study, published on the 15th of August 2022, states that volatile and organic rich sea-type asteroids may have been one of the main sources of Earth's water, which is essential for the emergence of life. While the delivery of volatiles, water and organics to Earth has been a subject of debate among scientists, the materials found in the Ryugu particles identified in the study probably represent one important source of volatiles. The study claimed that the organic material collected probably originated from the fringes of the solar system but was unlikely to be the only source of volatiles delivered to the early Earth. While the composition of particles collected from Ryugu closely matches water on Earth, the study notes there were slight differences, leading scientists to hypothesize that our planet's water might have also originated from places other than asteroids, as reported by Kyodo News. Moto Ito, a senior researcher of geomaterial science at the Japan Agency for Marine Earth Science and Technology, was quoted as saying by the agency, "In a broad sense, it is possible that small celestial bodies brought things that led to water and life on Earth. Asteroids are rocky objects that orbit the Sun, much smaller than planets. They're also called minor planets. According to NASA, there are 994,383 known asteroids, the remnants from the formation of the solar system over 4.6 billion years ago. Asteroids are divided into 3 classes. First are those found in the main asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter, which is estimated to contain somewhere between 1.1 to 1.9 million asteroids. The second group is Trojans, which are asteroids that share an orbit with a larger planet. NASA reports the presence of Jupiter, Neptune, and Mars Trojans. In 2011, they reported an Earth Trojan as well. The third classification is near-Earth asteroids, which have orbits that pass close to the Earth. Those that cross the Earth's orbit are called Earth crossers. More than 10,000 such asteroids are known, out of which over 1,400 are classified as potentially hazardous asteroids, PHAs. Ryugu is also classified as a PHA and was discovered in 1999 and was given the name by the Minor Planet Center in 2015. It is 300 million kilometers from Earth, and it took Hayabusa 2 over 42 months to reach it. Now, why do scientists study asteroids? Since asteroids are one of the oldest celestial bodies in the solar system, Scientists study them to look for information about the formation and history of planets and the sun. Another reason for tracking them is to look for asteroids that could possibly crash into Earth, leading to potentially hazardous consequences. NASA's OSIRIS-REX mission had collected samples from the asteroid Bennu in October 2020, which will be brought to Earth in 2023. Scientists are interested in studying asteroids such as Bennu because it hasn't undergone drastic changes since its formation over billions of years ago, and therefore it contains chemicals and rocks dating back to the birth of the solar system. It is also relatively close to the Earth. That's it for this podcast. Thank you so much for listening. To join KSG India courses and to crack the IELTS exam, visit ksgindia.com. You can also get a PDF of this podcast on ksgindia.com. Thanks for listening and do subscribe to our channel.